At 3 a.m., my sister stole my keys while I slept. By morning, a brand new SUV was gone from the driveway. By noon, it was totaled on a back road. And my mom still tried to tell me, stop blaming her. I was 32 and staying with mom while my old sedan was in the shop. The night before, mom handed me the keys to her shiny silver SUV and said, move it closer to the garage in the morning. I set the keys on my dresser beside my wallet and phone. Same spot, every night. At 8 a.m., the dresser was missing one thing, my keys. I checked the counter, my pockets, even the bathroom sink like a moron. Then I looked outside and felt my stomach drop. The driveway had an empty rectangle where the SUV had been. My phone buzzed from an unknown number. A photo popped up and my blood went cold. The SUV was wrapped around a telephone pole, front end crushed, airbags blown, glass everywhere. A second text came from one of my sister's friends. Hey, is she okay to come home? She said they'd gone to a lake party and my sister had been drinking. I screenshotted everything. Mom came downstairs 20 minutes later, coffee in hand, acting normal. I said, your SUV is gone. She laughed once, like I was joking, then rushed to the window. When she saw the empty spot, her face cracked. She grabbed my phone and stared at the wreck photo. What happened? She asked, voice shaking. I told her my sister took my keys while I was asleep and drove off with her friends. Mom started spiraling. She would never do that, Mom said. Okay, I said, and let her sit in it. 4 hours later, my sister walked in looking hungover and scraped up. Mom rushed to her like she'd just survived something. My sister claimed she'd stayed at a friend's and borrowed a car. She didn't mention the crash until I held up my phone with the photo. Her face went white, then she snapped into performance mode. He said I could take it. He left the keys out for me. Someone ran me off the road. She cried big, dramatic sobs and Mom turned on me. Did you give her permission? Mom demanded. I said no. I'd been asleep and my keys were taken off my dresser. My sister yelled that I was lying and just jealous. Mom's eyes softened toward her anyway. Mom folded like always. Maybe it was a misunderstanding, Mom said. Accidents happen. Stop blaming her. She would never steal from you. I smiled because I knew the truth was about to bite. Then I asked, do you want to call your insurance or should I? After that, Mom's face drained of color. Next, she looked down at the key ring in my hand. Then, she realized her key was on my ring. After that, she looked at the crash photo again. Next, her hand started shaking around my phone. Then, she turned to my sister, completely silent. After that, my sister made a small choking sound. Mom whispered, that's my car? I nodded. My sister tried, I thought it was his. Like that fixed anything. Mom snapped back, why were you taking any car? Then, why were you drinking and driving? Then, why did you lie to my face? My sister just cried and said she panicked. Later, Mom knocked on my door looking wrecked. She apologized for not believing me. She asked what to do. I told her I'd give a statement to insurance, and if she filed a report, I'd tell the police the same thing. I wasn't covering for anyone anymore. Insurance rejected the claim. My sister wasn't authorized. She'd been intoxicated, and Mom still owed $28,000 on a car that was now scrap. 2 days after that, Mom told my sister to move out soon because she couldn't live with someone she didn't trust. My sister cornered me in the hallway and hissed, are you happy now? I told her I wasn't happy. I was just watching consequences finally land. She asked me to smooth it over because we're family. I said family doesn't steal cars, lie about it, then beg the victim to fix it. She moved in with a friend, burned that bridge, and tried crawling back. Mom said no. Months later, my sister started therapy and sent small payments. Mom took the money, kept her boundaries, and didn't let her back under this roof. I got my sedan back from the shop for $800. Every time I parked it where Mom's SUV used to sit, I remembered that empty driveway and Mom's face when the truth hit. That smile, I still don't regret it. For once, my sister didn't get away with it. What would you have done? Called the cops immediately, or let the consequences speak first?